Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Ready? Play time.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
On the carry, it's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go play action. Cousins.
throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play action. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
90 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Now Joe Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but Guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressive.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. Third down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give. This is Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but 30 combined.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, here's Mixon. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 122 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Mixon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11. Ready?
P-Ride. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Samaje P-Ride taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
Bengals 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Play action. It's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for our Bengals. First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 41-yard line.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. There's the first NFL catch for Jamar Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, a terrific play there by Harrison Smith. And one thing you always get comfortable with going into a game, his smarts and his ability to be around the ball. He tied his career high with 5 interceptions last year. Another one goes to his total.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Play action now. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. They find some open field here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
155 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Xavier Woods, a former Cowboy, in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Drew Sample was a 2nd-round pick in 2019, and the Bengals would sure love to see his role increase with Joe Burrow at quarterback.
11.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. Oh, good move. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Burrow. And he'll find Hall.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Single. Switch. 11 empty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
11 empty, tight. 11 empty.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Burrow. Setting up the screen to Pirine. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.